If you think you've ever had a bad first date, wait till you hear what happened to me last night. So I met this guy through my friend's boyfriend and everything seemed perfect. He dressed nice, he had all the fancy credit cards, and when he first hung out with my friend and her boyfriend, he like pulled up in this really nice Rolls Royce. So without even speaking to him, like the moment I saw him get out of that car, I'm thinking he is the one for me. So at my friend's party on Friday, he asked me if I wanted to hang out last night, which was Saturday. And obviously I say yes. I mean, I've never dated a guy that evidently makes six figures. Fast forward and Saturday comes, the day he's supposed to pick me up at my mansion to go on a date. This man pulls up in a 2023 BMW. I don't know if you guys know this, but we're living in 2024 right now. Right then and there, I should have turned around and went back in, but I was trying to be nice, so I was like, hey, like what happened to the Rolls Royce? It was like, oh, that's my dad's car. Mine was in the shop yesterday, which I kind of already felt lied to at this point, but I'm in his car, so I wasn't about to get out. Anyways, we start driving to the restaurant, which to this point of my knowledge, it was a surprise. This man, I kid you not, pulls up at a 4.8 star restaurant. And I tell you, I had full on secondhand embarrassment. My dad would never take my mom anywhere besides a 5-star restaurant. I knew it like had to be an accident, so I said, do you know this place is like a 4.8 star rating? Guys, he knew. At this point, I'm letting 2 red flags go, and we get into the restaurant, and I see he had some little roses put on the table. Like a cluster of 3 to be exact, and I look to the side of me, and this girl has a full-on dozen roses on her table. Of course, I go on the website, and I'm looking up, like, how many roses can you get on a table? This man chose the second cheapest option. You could do a single for 100, a cluster of 3 for 250, and then a dozen was only, like, 800, I think, so you were literally saving money to get the dozen. The very worst part was when the check came. This man pulls out a regular old Visa to pay instead of the platinum one from the night of the party. At this point, I was completely fed up. I said, where is your platinum card? He goes, oh, that was my dad's. Remember, I only had what was in my dad's car. Safe to say, I am never going on a date with him again. I don't know. What was y'all's worst date?
Get ready with me for school whilst I give you guys an update on the fight with my ex-best friend. So I don't even know what time the fight's meant to be, so I start making my way to my first lesson, which is when everyone's like, she's ready to fight now. Because it was really early in the morning and we were meant to be in our first classroom, all the teachers were in the classes and some students were, but most students had heard about the fight from my video and they were all waiting for it to happen. So I get someone to basically let me know where she is, and then they let me know, and I hear her screaming, like, fight me, fight me, fight me, fight me, fight me, fight me. So I walk up to her and she goes to grab my hair and I literally just push her back. And she like stumbles on the floor and she hits her head on one of the lockers that was behind her and she starts crying her eyes out. After being on the floor for a little bit and, you know, obviously dying from embarrassment, she gets up, she turns around as if she's gonna walk away, but then she turns back around and charges at me like a bull. And in order for me not to get like hit by her like charging at me like a bull, I step to the side and she goes right into a girl that was behind me filming the fight. So obviously because she's gone ahead and headbutted that girl decides to rag her by the hair onto the floor outside, and she starts like throwing punches. And then this random girl who I've never spoken to, in fact I've never seen in my entire time I've been in that school, comes out of a huge classroom with about 10 different teachers and starts telling them about the situation and how I was also in the fight. And the teachers start screaming like everyone go to class except the people that were involved in the fight. And I'm like, they don't know I'm involved in the fight. You know what? I'm just gonna go back to class like a normal person, which is when a teacher taps me on the shoulder and she's like, you need to stay behind. So at this point, I'm like, oh God, I got caught. You know, I made it out of the last fight alive. This time, maybe not. And then one of the teachers asked me to explain the situation, explain why they're fighting, explain why I'm involved in the situation essentially. And I started explaining that my ex-best friend wanted to fight me and she ended up fighting someone else. And like whilst I'm explaining the situation to the teacher, like the fight is still going on in the background, like there's teachers trying to break it up but they just can't, and I break out in laughter. And then the teacher starts screaming at me. She's like, I thought you weren't involved in the situation. I was about to let you go to class, but now you're laughing. You need to come with me. And she drags me by the arm into her office. So long story short, she calls my parents and I get sent home. And then today I have a meeting with the school board to decide whether I can stay in the school or not. Anyways, love you guys. Bye.
Get ready with me to yell at my mom for being a selfish cunt. Get ready with me to go to school. So this morning I woke up to the sound of my dad's tears and he was crying because apparently we're going bankrupt, which is so like stupid because I don't get why he just didn't tell the bank no. But whatever, that's just the kind of stupid idiot he is. So yesterday in my history class, we learned about World War II and I just got like so sad because it's like these people never got to like grow up and know what Sephora was. And like, that's just sad, you know. I also got in trouble yesterday because my teacher found out that my doctor's note was fake, because apparently being allergic to ugly people isn't a real thing and a doctor would never write that. So I still have to do PE, which is like annoying, but whatever. But one good thing did happen yesterday. I got chosen to speak at the bullying assembly in school tomorrow. And that's really important to me because I really feel like people aren't getting bullied enough these days. And we need to bring it back because it's like the only way to improve society and stuff. But yeah, be kind and spread love. Always.
Get ready with me, story time. I stretch my eyes out to become Asian. Okay, so when I was 5 years old, I thought everyone in the world started out white and then you can pick a race. And I would watch these pretty Asian girls and their eyes look stretch out and they were really pretty. I wanted to be them, so I stretched my eyes out. And I would actually get mad when my eyes didn't stretch out right. And again, also I thought I was white because I pretty much thought everyone in the world started out white. And then I asked what race I was one day to my mom, and she told me I was Asian. I was like, oh, but my eyes aren't. But I found out I'm Asian. Love you guys, bye.
Hey guys, okay, this is gonna sound so freaking corny, but first of all, I'm literally home. It's been like 2 weeks. It feels so good. We literally got back so late last night. Our flight was delayed like 3 hours, and the first thing I wanted to do when I got home was eat a bowl of rice. Don't get me wrong, I had so many like delicious cuisines on my trips, but I can only go so long before I start craving Asian food again. Anyways, yeah, also I feel so naked right now because I'm not wearing my necklaces, and it's because I haven't unpacked anything yet, and so all my jewelry is still in my jewelry box. Anyways, yeah, I'm like getting ready to go out for lunch with my mom and then hang out with Chelsea later because it's been so long. And I just wanted to make this video to say I love you guys. Literally like so corny, but I would not be here like without you guys. Even my haters, like you guys have all contributed so much to put me where I am today. It has seriously just been so life-changing, and for that I just want to say thank you. I've literally felt so much love in the past 2 weeks. Like if I literally told myself 1 year ago today that I'd be traveling the world with my favorite brands, meeting Rihanna, I would be like, no, you're not. Also wanted to thank every single brand who has literally treated me like a queen, because that's exactly how I feel every time. Because you guys are literally the actual best of best. And of course, I want to thank my team who has worked their asses off to put me where I am. Anyways, sorry if that was kind of like cringe, but just wanted to get it out there. Anyways, I will be spending the next couple days rotting in bed because I have just been like go for the past 2 weeks. But guys, I actually freaking like love having something to do 24/7. I don't know, it just keeps me like busy. It keeps my mind like going 24/7. But I am due for a long nap, so I'm going to be literally rotting in bed for the next couple days. Okay, since we're here, I'm gonna try this blush from Tarte. It's like a liquid blush, and it looks like it's mixed a bit with like highlighter, so it's like glowy. Okay, and I'm just gonna blend it out. Okay, it's nice, but I thought it'd be glowier, so I'm just gonna add a bit more highlighter. This is the Charlotte Tilbury one. Okay, my lash curler and mascaras are still downstairs, packed in my suitcase, and I'm too lazy to go get it. Too lazy to do my lashes anyways, so I'm just not gonna. Anyways, bye guys.
Hey guys, ignore the stain. It's hot sauce. But get ready with me for a bit while I tell y'all the story time on how I got cheated on. Me, cheated on. And this was the first time I got cheated on. I only got cheated on 2 times though. Hold on. Okay, y'all, so I had this man, and he was a basketball player. He's a pretty decent basketball player. And yeah, so he was with his basketball team. And him and his basketball team sometimes went places like to the mall. So when they went to the mall, he told me, like, oh, you should come to the mall with us, like, so we could be at the mall together. Now, me, at the time, I was at my best friend's house, so I'm like, oh, I can't, like, I would, but I can't, because I'm, like, at my best friend's house, and I'm not going to leave just to go to the mall with you, because that's my best friend. Okay, so, yeah, so he goes to the mall, and then, like, a day after that, you know, we all cool and stuff, but then the next day after that, tell me why he starts acting super weird. Like, he starts starting arguments with me for no reason. Like, stops texting first. Like, he acting really, really weird. And something told me, like, girl, you getting cheated on. But I didn't really realize that until his friend, we used to, like, all be on the phone and stuff, play the game, play Fortnite. So his friend, like, put us in the car together and stuff to play the game. And we got in a, like, call, and, like, me and him weren't talking like that because, like, we weren't on good terms. And then he kept on, like, hanging up and joining back. Like, he kept on hanging up and joining back, saying, hold on, like, somebody was calling him. Like, I was like, we ain't broken up yet. Like, we ain't broken up yet. We just not on good terms. So, who is calling you and blowing you up? So, that's when something told me, like, girl, he talking to somebody new. But see, he never cheated on nobody, never cheated on me. So, I was trying not to think that. But something was telling me, you're getting cheated on. So, you know, I tried to ignore it. I'm not really thinking about it too much. Like, I'm just like, okay, we're on bad terms. I'm going to just not text first. Like, I'm not finna break no contact. Like, yeah. I used to stand on business. I don't know what happened because now I do not stand on business whatsoever. And I still talk to this boy. Okay. So, yeah. That happened. And y'all, tell me why one day our school does this thing called assembly. So we are in the same class. So we were sitting like sort of kind of next to each other. So then we got up and we were about to go to assembly, right? Y'all, he tells me to come here, and I kid you not, he says, I cheated on you. Like, what? Anyways, this video is getting way too long, and I'm doing my skincare routine. So if y'all want to find out my reaction and like all the other stuff that happened after that, let me know, because I'll come through with a part 2. Bye, guys.
More out-of-pocket things I used to have to do to get around my strict dad. My dad used to never let me go out without my older sister, but sometimes I would go out alone with my friends, and my dad would call me and be like, let me talk to Lena, aka my older sister, to see if we're really together. So I'd literally be on the phone like, oh yeah, like, let me get her real quick. Put the phone down for a bit, pick it back up with Lena's voice this time, and I'm like, hello, yeah? And he'd be like, oh, okay, just check in. He literally fell for it every single time. And if that didn't work, I would actually call my sister and just merge the phone calls to make it seem like we're together. I used to sneak my boyfriend in every night because my dad didn't let me have a boyfriend. He would always sneak through my sister's window, which was downstairs, but the problem was my room was upstairs. So we would have to sneak upstairs and go past the living room to get to my room, and my dad was always in the living room. But luckily, my mom was the GOAT, and she would always distract him so that we could sneak in. After high school, I decided on a community college that was pretty close to my house, but I really didn't want to live at my parents anymore because I wanted more freedom, so I told my dad that I'm going to a university that requires me to dorm there, so I have to move out. I even had my friend from high school come over to meet my dad and act as my college roommate, and I bought her pizza after. But yeah, whole time I went to community college and I moved into my grandparents' place with my boyfriend.
Okay, I feel like most of my followers, I'd say maybe like 70% kind of know how I got started on TikTok, but I know there's a lot of new people, so I'd like to do like a little story time of how I started TikTok. I feel like a lot of people don't know this, but I actually only started like a year ago. But back in 2020, so like prime COVID era, I had an account called Katie's Closet. And this was like my indie phase. I had bleached blonde hair and I just post like outfit videos. And that account only lasted a few months before I just completely stopped posting on it. And so now it's just a private account and there's like no one on there. But yeah, I think that account had maybe like 100,000 followers, which was a lot. But yeah, I just stopped posting on that account, and then I made this new account just kind of for my friends because I didn't want to have so many followers. So yeah, I made this account in like 2021, but it was just my friends following. But I would always post like haul videos, and sometimes my hauls would like get 10,000 likes, which was a lot at the time, so that was like viral for me. And so at the time I was working at a restaurant. I was a hostess. And we had like on-call shifts, and of course I was on call that day, but it was literally a Monday. It was raining, so I was like, it's so slow right now. I was like, there's no way they're gonna call me in, like they do not need me today. But of course, knowing my luck, they called me in, and I was like really upset about it. And like I was on call, so I knew I had the chance of getting called in, but I just was not expecting it at all because it was just such a bad day. Anyways, they called me in and I'm just like a really fucking dramatic person. So I started crying because I was like, I do not, and I lived like an hour away from work. I was like, I do not want to commute to work in this shitty ass weather. But of course I had to, and that's why I was like bawling my eyes out. I was not having a day. Anyway, so I'm like doing my makeup as I'm bawling my eyes out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I look fucking ridiculous right now. I'm gonna record myself. So I like recorded myself on TikTok and I put it on 2x speed. There was literally no cuts. It was just a straight 3-minute video of me crying. And in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, my friends are gonna think that this is hilarious. And so I posted the video, and I think I got off work at like 1 a.m. that day. I checked my phone and there's like a gajillion notifications. That video blew the fuck up, and to this day it's still my most liked and viewed video. If you can go to my account and go to the most popular, you can still see it's at the very, very top. And you know, when you like post a video and then you post it again the next day and it gets like 10 likes. So I literally did not post for a week because I was just like scared. So for my next video, I ended up doing a makeup routine because a lot of people asked for it in my previous one. For some reason, that video did really well, and then I just started posting get ready with me's every day, and then I hit 1 mil within 1 month, which was absolutely insane. I was able to quit my job like 2-3 months after, and now we're at 5 mil. When all this happened, I was in my senior year of high school, literally right about to graduate, so I think I got very lucky with that. And I feel like all of this kind of just fell into the right timing, and everything kind of just happens for a reason. And yeah, that's kind of the whole story of my TikTok journey. Let me know if you want me to make like another video of things that I learned while doing this. Bye guys!
Okay guys, get ready with me. Okay, while we're letting these eye patches set, we're gonna do my hair. Okay, so we have to do a slick back for the parade I'm going to. Okay, so I took off my eye patches because they were making me look like a bum, but we're almost done with my hair. We're not supposed to have any like pieces out for the parade, but for the sake of this video, I cannot look like a bum, so I need to pull some out. I kind of want to try to wake up at 4:30 all next week because I need to eat next week if I don't want to be tired during my math class. I need your guys' opinion on if I should join color guard for high school because our tryouts are next week if I do. We're gonna do my brows real quick and then we'll be back. This is our last parade for color guard, and it's my last parade at middle school. We've all grown really close to each other, especially our letter line. I'm low-key sad because 3 of them are 7th graders, and like we're not gonna be able to experience color guard with them for another like 2 years. Dad, we're having a talk about like high school and stuff, and like how I'm gonna have to settle down because like high school like goes on my college records and stuff, you know? My mindset has changed so much like on high school. Like I can like change my mindset into going into high school and like going for like straight A's and stuff. I have 10 more minutes to finish my makeup. I'm literally scraping this stuff out and I have a new one in my drawer. Someone for real needs to give me Spotify Premium, bro. Like my ads are like so annoying. I'm kind of just scared that I only like color guard because of the bond that we made. So like if I joined it in high school, I wouldn't like it as much. What do you guys think about me like joining volleyball next year? Because I need to know if I look like I can play volleyball. I really don't know what I'm gonna post during the summer because like I don't go out at all. I just realized I forgot to put concealer all over my face. But yeah, I'm gonna need some like summer video suggestions. Never brought up the fact that like I stopped using the beauty filter. I don't regret it whatsoever though because like I feel like it helped with my confidence. I don't know if you guys know this, but I really tried like settling down on the blush just because everyone was commenting on it. I will never stop raving about this stuff. Like it makes my makeup so smooth. I kind of want McDonald's. I really want the perfume of this. We're gonna use the Not Your Mother's wax stick. Another wax stick that I had like made my hair white, so this one's really good. These are the lashes I'm wearing if any of you guys wondered. Okay, so I'm packing my bag real quick. I've just realized that none of you guys really seen like this point of view of my room. Bye guys, love you.
Get ready with me for the 140th day of school. I am so tired. It's the last day of the marking period today. But as always, happy Friday. School starts in 40 minutes, and it takes me around an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to school. Yesterday it was 80 degrees outside, so me, Eva, and Nandi went to Central Park and we rode city bikes. Then Eva lied and said that she knew where a bike dock was, and she did not, so we had to go onto the street. There wasn't a bike lane, so we were in the bus lane. Very blessed that I didn't get run over though. And just a heads up, y'all will see this video at 7 o'clock at night. I am not editing on my commute to school. I will be sleeping. What a sound. Next marking period is my last marking period of high school though. I really hope that my eyes don't look this tired by the time I get to school. I gotta get to stepping. We are finished. Deuces, deuces, and deuces.
At the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is making life as pleasant as possible. Like, that should be the goal, is just to make life as enjoyable as possible. Because life is not easy, and sweating about the small stuff does not make life more enjoyable. It makes life a lot worse.